The companion page awareness asks a good question. Is it time to flip the script? Hi, I'm Joanne Smith and welcome. As we age, are we more or less willing to start something new? So often I hear, at your age, you should be relaxing, enjoying retirement. That statement says a lot about how society views work. And yes, many jobs include tasks that aren't always interesting or fun. But who's to say that working at something you're curious about, something you're genuinely interested in, can't be engaging, even joyful? So today, let's look at retirement and this season of life from more than one angle. In week 2, I mentioned Rob the Maritimer, one of my favorite YouTubers. He's often outside when he records, walking and talking while filming beautiful views of Nova Scotia. He freely admits it took some practice to hold the camera just right so he didn't cut his head off. Naturally, I thought, I can do that. I travel. I could show interesting locations. So I bought a special selfie stick just like Rob's and excitedly started working on it. Oh my goodness. Even sitting still, I couldn't get most of my face on screen. The stick has bendable legs so you can prop it anywhere. Still nothing. Now, my dad was famous for getting his thumb in most of the photos he took. I'm not even that good. So walking and talking while filming like Rob the Maritimer, that's his shtick. And that's our first clue. Even though I wanted this YouTube learning curve to be mine, my husband came to the rescue. He has a lot on his plate, yet he reassured me it doesn't take that long to set up the camera and push the record button. That's clue number 2. He is my favorite poker-playing cameraman. I've even changed a lifelong belief about poker because it's far more of a mental game than I ever realized. One of these days we'll chat about that. In this magical mystery tour, no psychedelics required. When my dad wasn't putting his thumb on the lens, he was making origami eggs. Hours of tedious, delicate work. Tiny holes drilled to drain the egg. Days to dry completely. The paper cutting technique, origami, allowed flat paper to wrap smoothly around an oval shell with almost no overlap. He used a spoon to smooth every point so no wrinkles showed. He gave most of those eggs away to family and friends. His biggest expense wasn't materials, it was his time. It was never an easy hobby, but as he persisted, his skill increased. That's our third and final clue. So what do these clues tell us about starting something new in our third or fourth quarter of life? Let's connect the dots. Was my expectation of doing everything myself to run a YouTube channel too high? Yes, unrealistically so. Our brains actually welcome adaptation. Sometimes progress means finding a way under, over, around, or through what's blocking you. When someone offers to help, especially when you're stuck, accept it graciously. Wanting the process to be entirely yours is understandable, but learning everything at once can be overwhelming. Ever notice the thought, I'll never learn this, start creeping in? Why invite doubt when discernment is available? I may never choose to be fully self-sufficient in recording videos, and I'm okay with that. Making a decision based on understanding and insight is progress. This third clue might be my favorite. Being open to a different perspective. Life is multidimensional. Sometimes the straight and narrow is actually a rut. Curiosity never retires when you're willing to question your own assumptions. You don't have to change your mind, but you do learn more when you stay curious. Ralph Waldo Emerson captured this clue perfectly. That which we persist in doing becomes easier for us to do. Not that the nature of the thing itself is changed, but that our power to do is increased. And I'll add this. If you discover that you truly don't enjoy what you're doing, that isn't failure. That's discernment. And discernment is good at any age. I'm Joanne, your encourager. Trying something new is good for your brain, and learning keeps you engaged with life. My wish for you is this. If you've been hesitating to try something new, flip the script. And when someone asks, why are you doing that? Look them in the eye and say, why not? I'll see you next Tuesday. We'll keep making space for curiosity and calm.